Welcome back and thank you for watching. This is another stock market analysis video with NLC Capital. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the major indices and giving you guys an idea of where prices could be going over the next week. So, Friday, the Federal Reserve was a lot of the bankers there and very influential people in the markets where, it was like a conference. They were talking, they were speaking, and Yellen spoke, the vice chairman spoke, all the presidents pretty much, they put their 2 cents in. And Yellen pretty much said that it's appropriate, but yeah, it's also not appropriate for a rate hike soon. We think they're continuing the same old bullshit, and they're just beating around the bush, and they are just going to do one rate hike this year at the end of the year in December, just like last year. They've been saying the same stuff all year long, and nothing is going to change. It's just the same talk. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it's basically along the same lines as it has been. So let's start breaking down the markets now. And like in our previous videos, we've talked about this, occurring declining resistance line and then a breakout above, and we got the same thing here. And now it could be developing here. As you can see, we're gonna have a falling resistance line after kind of topping out. We couldn't get past this resistance line. If I extend this to the right, you can see that this candle also cannot break above it, and it did get very close to trying to do so. You can also see the break below this support line that was developing. So we had this little kind of topish pattern forming, and as you know, we've been very bearish on the markets lately. We think this move is going to roll over, and we're going to retest this 18,000 level. As you can see, it is a nice, 18,000 below here. It is a nice appropriate level. It is pretty much where the markets broke out from, and it would be very nice to see the markets return there and retest the previous resistance, which is now support. If that holds, that's a nice uptrend. So that's what it looks like the markets are doing. It's starting to roll over. You can see it's got this little arch in it. So that's the Dow Jones. Nothing crazy really happened last week except for the end of the week. Pull up the 1 hour chart, and you can see this decline pretty good. You could also see this this other trailing down support line. Moving on to the S&P. All these charts are pretty much going to look exactly the same. My program Thinkorswim's acting a little slow. You can see the S&P, made these nice legs higher, and now we're kind of rolling over. You can see the arch right here. And we did have the same similar pattern where we couldn't break above here, and we kind of topped out. And now we're starting to roll over. Our proprietary software is also pointing to a downtrend. It was pointing to a downtrend. I forgot to mention on the Dow Jones as well. So it's pretty much the same story, except we're expecting the S&P to go back to like 2100. That'd be eventually. We don't think that's where it's going over the next week, but eventually it'd be nice to see it go there and retest that breakout level. Nasdaq again. This is in a downtrend again based on our software, and it's starting to roll over. It's had a very, very big move, so a pullback of some sort. It's going to be nice to see. This could go down to 4,700 near term, in our opinion. And finally, let's look at the Russell. And the Russell is actually pretty strong. I did not look at this chart beforehand. So let's look at it a little bit. Does have a little bit of a support line still intact. But if the markets are going to roll over, the Russell's most likely going to follow. So that's something to watch out. But it does look like it could outperform. So if everything's rolling over hard, the Russell looks like it could be doing much better than that. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, as we do post these videos pretty frequently, almost every day. And if you could also please follow us on all of our social medias. We do post free trades there daily, and we give out plenty of advice and post articles. So make sure to follow us on Twitter and StockTwits. And make sure to give our website a visit, www.nlccapital, where you can get access to those free trades. And subscribe to our service, where we are up over 100% this year.